the ox will need to be very strategic in your approach to 2025. As one of the key players of the year, the ox is also poised to access the opportunities that the 2025 year of the wood snake brings. But to do that, you need to A, put on your creative hat, and B, be willing to play with others. Okay, so your keywords for 2025, creativity and innovation. So I can't wait to jump right in, but in case this is the first time we're meeting, hi, I'm Pauline Cheng. I am a puzzle and feng shui practitioner, and I use this art to empower, not to disempower. Let's have a quick overview of what 2025 has in store for the ox. Okay, so in 2024, the ox had quite a lot of positive stars, but of course counterbalanced by the negative ones. And in comparison, the list in 2025 doesn't look very long, does it? It's like, you're looking at it going, huh, like that only. Okay, but hear me out. When it comes to auxiliary stars, more is not always better. Of course, we all love it when we see a long list of positive stars. I mean, who doesn't, right? But the thing, when you have too many positive stars, the thing is, it can get very confusing because we don't know where to focus our attention to. So the more positive stars, the more action we need to take. So in a year when you see a short list like this, we get to be very, very focused. So because if we don't have too many, then we can focus all our energy on just the one or two. Sometimes the result is actually better. Okay, so I'm going to start our deep dive with the tree harmony, because this tree harmony is a sign that the ox is still able to access and, more importantly, to participate in the opportunities that 2025 has to offer. So in order to participate, collaboration is the name of the game. Tree harmony means many people, multiple parties. So when you see the three harmony, think alliances, strategic partnerships, collectives, associations, teamwork, working together towards a common goal. Since other people are involved, using the three harmony also requires us to put ourselves in a position where we get to leverage on other people as well. That is, after all, the crux of a collaboration, right? Leverage other people's strengths or talents to reinforce our areas of weaknesses, and offer our talents or strengths to reinforce other people's weaknesses as well. Okay, let's say someone has an idea for a startup. Let's call this person Miss Ox. Okay, so maybe Miss Ox is the one with the technical know-how. She sees a gap in the market, but Miss Ox may lack the marketing skills to attract investors or users. So trying to learn it herself takes too long. So the solution is to look for co-founders with the necessary skill sets that will complement her technical know-how. That's how the tree harmony works. Okay. So next, we have the elegant seal. This is the ultimate star of creativity. It boosts our creative juices, which means if you're someone working in the creative field, maybe a designer, artist, a sculptor, a writer, choreographer, that kind of stuff, right? So you can expect a very creatively fulfilling year in 2025. For the rest of us, mere mortals, there are two ways to use the elegant seal. Number one, the elegant seal has a lot of similarities to the intelligent star in the sense that it also increases our intellectual capacity and receptivity to master a new skill that can change our lives. So when the elegant seal comes into our chart, it is telling us that here is an opportunity to either bridge the skill gap or acquire, again, an ultimate skill that can drastically and exponentially improve our lives. So this should ideally, of course, be a skill that can potentially restart or reboot your life. Okay, so don't mind a bit of personal sharing. When I decided to invest the time and money to learn Chinese metaphysics, and trust me, it was a lot of money, right? But I acquired a skill that allowed me to transition into a business owner. Now, I'm not suggesting that you need to learn Chinese metaphysics, okay? This ultimate skill can be any type of skill that you determine you can use to change your life. Okay, so the elegant seal is also perfect for those types of deep learning or mastery learning, because along with the boost to our creativity and intelligence, it also brings with it a willingness to invest the time, spend long hours alone at the study table, absorbing the knowledge. So that's number one. Okay, number two, used along with the 3 harmony comes the opportunity to mastermind a collaboration, being the brains behind the scenes, to take on the role of the strategist, to set the vision, develop the plan, chart the course, guide the team through each phase of execution, for example. So the elegant seal has a few of the hallmarks of a mastermind, right? Number one, visionary thinking. Number two, excels at strategic planning. Number three, creative and innovative problem solving. Now, however, I want you to be aware that the elegant seal has an Achilles heel, okay? Emotional intelligence, because of its creativity. Elegant seal is also known as the star of the artiste, can be very idealistic and exhibit a strong perfectionist streak. So if you find yourself drawn to the second way of using the elegant seal, then I want you to carry a picture of a movie director in your head. Okay, who's your favorite director? Tell me in the comments. Okay, so the elegant seal is not really the actor in the movie set. It's the director sitting behind the camera, the one whose vision everyone is looking to create, the one who plans the scenes, directs the actors and dialogue, plans the camera movements, all that sort of stuff. All right, so these two, by their nature, don't work very well together, on the surface at least, because elegant seal is a diva, proud, willful, intent on getting their own way. 3 harmony requires the ability to compromise and work well with others. So there's a bit of a little bit of a conflict going on here. Okay, perfectionists often find it hard to work with others, right? Which means that in using the elegant seal, one needs to learn to empower our team instead of merely issuing directions. So back to example with Miss Ox, our startup founder wannabe. To get her vision going, Miss Ox needs co-founders and other professionals to help her. She's the one with the elegant seal. So she's the one with the earth-shattering vision. Okay, so to use the elegant seal as the mastermind of her newfound coalition, Miss Ox now needs to imbue her team with her vision so that they are all excited to go after the same thing. Okay, this point is very important because perfectionists or idealists have high standards, right? Agree? Artists are notoriously hard to please. Agree? Okay, so if everyone cannot meet your exacting standards, then there's a very high chance you may give people the wrong impression of you. Okay, you somehow created an impression that you are difficult to work with. So when taken to the extreme, the Sky Warrior can block the opportunities of the 3 harmony, because people have the wrong impression of you. They may not come to you with offers to collaborate. There's also this feeling as well of wanting to one-up someone, like being overly competitive, which is being exacerbated by the white tiger infusing your chart with too much energy and aggression. Adding to the 3 harmony into this mix, it means a lot of people a lot of people might be feeling big mad at you. Okay, so how to mitigate? So there's nothing wrong with having high standards, right? But let's remind ourselves, we all need to learn the fine art of compromising. Also, learn to empower others to help you create your vision. Okay, so back to our example of Miss Ox again. All right, elegant seal, high standards, right? Sky Warrior and white tiger effect on Miss Ox. She gives the impression that she's demanding and hard to please. So it became harder for Miss Ox to find collaborators to help her startup off the ground. Okay, and the final 2 stars. Okay, from Sky Warrior to Sky Cry, from white tiger to yellow flag. Luckily, not white flag. Okay, so if you're fighting a battle alone, it's tiring. It's exhausting, draining. Of course, would you be emotional? Sure. Okay, so sky cry is being emotional. Every little thing cry, watch K-drama, cry, see the sunset, cry, because already feeling overwhelmed. Artists and creative people tend to be susceptible to these emotional challenges. Yellow flag also represents depression and emotional challenges. Now, for me, as someone from a sports background, the term yellow flag is very interesting. Okay, in motorsports, when a yellow flag is shown, it means caution, danger ahead, slow down. In football, when a yellow card is shown, it also represents a caution, which is very interesting. So what are these stars trying to say? When your emotions go off kilter and you have a hard time controlling your emotions, you're most likely straying on the path of the sky warrior. You may not be allowing other people to support you. Alternatively, use the creativity of the elegant seal, okay, to create a healthy emotional outlet for yourself through art, through dance, through music, through song, through work, up to you. Okay, so back to Miss Ox. Elegant seal, big ideas, wants to create a startup. 3, harmony, able to create or participate in alliances or partnerships. Sky Warrior and White Tiger prefer to do it herself because standards very high. Okay, and Sky Cry and Yellow Flag becomes emotional in the process. So how would all these play out when the ox shows up in different pillars in your chart? If you have the ox in your year, okay, let's go with the hustle culture solution first, okay? This configuration of stars presents you with an opportunity to either create or participate in collaborations that bring people together from different industries, hence cross-industry collaborations. These could be very unique and creative cooperatives that could leave your competitors going like, wow, why didn't I think of that? Okay, so which means that something big is brewing outside. You better go and find out what. Okay, so the next non-hustle culture solution. In 2025, if you have the ox in your chart, you will stand a chance of meeting with very unique thinkers with interesting ideas. So if you're an investor looking to buy into other people's ideas, well then, get out there. Okay, so next, ox in the month, right? Master a skill that is directly related to how you earn money. Sorry, I know not everything is money, but the month pillar is the money pillar. The entire month pillar is literally how we earn money. So let me amend that a bit. Master a skill that is directly related to how you want to earn money in the future, which means you either we bridge the skill gap, or we acquire and master a skill that can help you create the lifestyle you want in the future. So for adults, investing the time into learning is not easy. I know how hard it can be, how much discipline is required when you're tired after a day's work and stuff like that. So for support, use the 3 harmonies, surround yourself with other people who are on the same path as you are. Okay, the old adage, who you surround yourself with, you become who you surround yourself with. If, like, for example, want to be a 八字 consultant, hang out with other 八字 consultants. Want to be a writer, hang out with the writers. Want to be an entrepreneur, you know who to hang out with. Okay, so ox in the day, self or personal relationship. This can be a little challenging for those who are partnered. Someone in the relationship may be behaving a bit like a diva in 2025. In other words, like a toddler. Okay, very emotional, attention seeking, all right? Like an artist, always wanting to be catered to, you know, like diva lah, you know. So now listen, I'm not a marriage counselor, okay? I can diagnose, but I don't have the skills or tools to do cognitive behavior therapy. So if you have the means to pamper each other, why not, right? But for those of you who are single and not looking, I'll be honest, this is not really conducive for starting new relationships, because elegant seal can be very idealistic. Again, nothing wrong with high standards. I agree. Everyone should never compromise or settle, right? So, but if we don't compromise on our standards, when the supply source shrinks, we may need to be a little more patient. All right, and there's always the flip side of the coin. The Sky Warrior also represents independence and self-reliance. So a willingness to walk our own path, to march to the rhythm of our own drumbeats instead of living up to societal expectations. Okay, but regardless of the relationship status, this one is available for all. The opportunity to reconnect with our creative side and rediscover the joy of your creativity, experiencing again the perhaps forgotten excitement that creative spark brings. And Ox in the Hour, number one, please prioritize your mental well-being, mental health, because mental health, why am I so weird? Okay, so because these negative stars can show up in the form of self-attacking thoughts. If you find that you need help, again, no shame in that. Seek out help or therapy. Seek to create your own emotional support system, for example. You may be feeling unhappy because of the elegant seal. Very idealistic. Nothing meets your expectations. Frequently vulnerable to feelings of disappointment and disillusionment. One suggestion, turn this idealism inwards instead of outwards. How do we do that? Number one, don't compare. Number two, instead of wanting others to improve, why not focus on becoming better ourselves? We work on what we can control, right? But most of all, let's use the elegant seal to the max. In 2025, if you have the Ox in the Hour, create something. Write a book, paint, draw, sculpt, build, invent. Dive into the inner recesses of your mind and resurrect those hidden inspirations and creativity that have been buried or forgotten under everyday routines. Okay, so if you're an investor or a trader, this one, go easy, okay? You think you're smarter than everyone else, so you keep bucking the trend. When people go long, you go short. When people go short, you go long. So because elegant seal, I'm different. Now, listen, I'm not saying don't trade. I'm saying emotional management is a key factor for a successful investor. So, if you want to know more about how to use these zodiac stars, I invite you to join myself, Jonas Lee and Charmaine Ho for our annual Hack My 2025 webinar, where a key part of our workshop, our 3-day workshop, which is an online workshop, will be to share with you how you can literally use these stars, what kind of actions you need to take to use these stars. Okay, so sign up link is in the video description, or else just scan this. Okay, so now one of the potential for the Ox in 2025 is to lead a mastermind, right? So to be the hidden player behind the game. So who can we play with? Okay, in 2025, your crew happens to be the ones who are the movers and shakers of the year. The rat has access to resources. The snake is the Grand Duke, the boss, dictating the pace of 2025. You can support, the Ox can support by giving strategy. Okay, and the rooster is the frontliner of the year. It's an action taker. They are great for leading campaigns, leading from the front. So if I need resource, I go here. If I need authority to act, I go here. If I need someone to take action for my ideas, I go here. Done. Okay? So 2025 is coming in with the tree harmony, giving the Ox a real shot at tapping into some major opportunities. Think of this as your invite to be a part of something bigger. Network, make those key connections, ride the wave of what's out there this year. With elegant seal on your side, your creativity is getting a solid boost. So this is the time to flex those strategic muscles, those creative muscles, and show that you've got the smarts and vision to take things to the next level. Now, with the white tiger in the mix, you're carrying some excessive, intense energy. Use it wisely. Focus that drive on your goals, but watch out for coming off too aggressive. Balance is key. So channel that power productively without bulldozing over others. Then That's the Sky Warrior, which brings some serious bickering vibes. So you might feel like tackling things solo, but make sure it's for the right reasons. Sometimes rolling solo works, but don't shut down collaborations when it counts, okay? So finally, watch out for the Sky Cry and Yellow Flag. The mental health challenges could be real, and this could bring some low energy downer days. So it's important, take care of yourself, check in with your emotions, and make sure you're not bottling things up. Surround yourself with supportive people, stay active, and make time for self-care, right? And with that, let me wish you with the ox, 恭喜發財，心想事成. May 2025 be a fulfilling year for you and your family. Until I see you in the next video, you guys have a great day ahead.